All right, the battle over bike lanes through Kitts Point is heating up. This afternoon, the park board met with opponents of the project to do a walkthrough of the area in an attempt to springboard some meaningful dialogue between the dueling camps. Now, one of the opponents who was there today is Howard Kelsey. He was heavily involved with sports in the neighborhood. Howard, welcome to the program. You were at this walkthrough. How did it go?
It went reasonably well. I mean, there were a lot of things that we have to digest, but short answer is there still is some wiggle room. There are certain things that we obviously can't possibly accept, but both sides are trying to work together to get a reasonable solution. Malcolm Bromley was our host. It was his request. We came with the volleyball, tennis, basketball, and Kitts Point residents representatives. We represent approximately 5,000 people in the neighborhood, but as you could see from Sunday's turnout, we represent a very large portion of the citizens of Vancouver. That this is not just a bike lane issue, this is an issue about proper protocol and process.
What have you been told about what the options are as to where this bike lane might go specifically within Kitts Point?
Well, Scott, we didn't know exactly until today, until we actually walked physically through it, but they did post it. The bottom line is they still would like us to consider putting it through the middle of the park, which I would say anybody with common sense would say probably not a good option, guys. You're the Green Party. You want to be the greenest city in the world, and you want to put a 12-foot wide paved area right through the middle, literally, of the park, take out part of the parking lot, and then go straight down by Rick Hansen's children's play area and funnel them through the fire lane, which is another legal issue and liability issue, by the Boathouse restaurant. And the Boathouse general manager, Hanif Mandami, was also with us on that walk. We have a proposal that we think is reasonable, but it's not the only proposal. We're not fixed to a...
What's your proposal?
We would propose that it goes on the roadway. The most contentious area, these are the areas that are quite concerning. We were proposed to look at today a bike lane up on Ogden Point, which is also the covenant of the Hadden family. So there is a covenant on that land already, up by the Maritime Museum, for those people that don't know that area.
All right.
To put beside a bike lane right through the middle of the park, well, there already is a seaside bike lane. Mm-hmm. So when we asked the question, why would you just have to move this over 30 feet, and why would we need to accept that? There already is a official seaside bike lane, because we want a better view for the cyclists.
Howard, we're running out of time. I got to ask you, though, earlier today we had Heather Harvey on the program. She speaks for the bike advocacy group called Hub. I asked her about some of the safety concerns today, and I just want to have you respond to what she said. Listen. There's a lot of talk about safety, and I think a lot of people wouldn't think twice about this bike lane if it was just people out for a little stroll on their bikes. But a lot of bikes, I mean, they're really going fast. Do you think the safety issue here is a legitimate concern?
Honestly, no, I don't believe that it is a legitimate concern. When you look at the seawall that goes through Yale Town, through Falls Creek, past the Sunset Beach, past English Bay, there isn't any kind of safety issue, nothing serious at least, that causes any kind of problems.
Quickly, Howard Kelsey, does she have a point?
Not exactly. They're required right now to dismount going through Kitts Beach. So
But she's saying that other bike lanes work without any safety issues. Why would this one be any different?
They're not through the middle of a green space park where children play. People play basketball next door, and you're funneling right through a fire lane.
All right, Howard, one more thing to ask you about. I understand you've actually been asked to be on this advisory committee. Are you going to join, or have you joined already?
I've joined in principle, pending who is on it, if I have input as to who gets to be with it, and if it actually has teeth.
All right, I'm sure we'll talk more about this again. Howard Kelsey, appreciate your time today.
Thank you.